So welcome back to Lost Duck Outdoors. It's been over a week since we've last posted for several reasons. I spent a week in Fayetteville and then the dam's been generating, so fishing's been a little harder to come by. And the fish haven't been as cooperative. It has actually been a little slower. Before I was having trouble keeping fish off the line, and now I'm having a little trouble getting them on the line. But we didn't catch as many fish. We still managed to catch some fish, and we'll show you that here in a second. But for now, let's go into the shop and see what's cooking. So this week in the shop, we're going to talk about two different flies. One is another midge pattern. No need to show you how to tie those. I've showed you a couple times already, but this one I call the shrimp. Got the idea from a fly that some of the boys around here are using called a shell pink midge. Some of them call it the Barbie midge. At any rate, I didn't have a pink thread. I had an orange thread, and so I wrapped this midge in an orange thread, and it's on a number 16 hook with a 2.4 millimeter bead, typical small 16 midge. I wrap a orange thread around it, and I tie it in two different methods. I use either copper wire for ribbing, or I use a holographic tinsel for ribbing. I think I like the copper wire version better. And then I also take that same holographic tinsel and I put just a small tail on the back end of it. And this fly has been pretty effective in a couple of different ways. It is probably caught the most fish this week when it was slow. It's been the most productive. I can't say that I caught any huge fish on it, but the other thing is that I caught a series of quite a number of what I believe to be wild fish on this particular fly for some reason. And when I say wild fish, I'm calling them wild fish for a couple reasons. One is that these fish come out of the water when you hook them instantly, and they, for their size, seem to have a lot more spunk. They are slightly more narrow, thinner, sleeker fish than the ones that I think are the stockers, and they all seem to have these particular fish seem to have gray tips on their fins, and that is, to my knowledge at least, is a sign of a wild fish. The gray tips on the fins indicate that it is a fish born in the river. So I think some of these rainbows I've been catching with this particular fly are wild fish.
Take me to the river, drown me in the water.
The hollow shrimp scores again. You better fish this time. Putting on a show. Putting on a show. Look at the white tips on that one, guys. That, I think, is a wild fish. And maybe that's why it was such a wild white tips. Such an acrobat, probably. Hold still. Hold still. Dude, hold still. Hold still, I say. Jesus, dude. You're not fun. You're not making this easy. Alright, there you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, shrimp scores again. Oh, this one's an acrobat. This one's an acrobat. A fatty to boot. A fat acrobat. Something you don't see every day. Nice fat acrobat. Hey, buddy. Come back here. Well, you like that shrimp, huh? Dude, give me my shrimp back. Yeah, nice fat acrobat. Good for it, folks. This shrimp tends to catch wild fish. This one's got white tips everywhere. White tips everywhere on that fish. Calm thyself. There's another one, guys, with white tips everywhere. That's weird. I'm wondering. Another, and he's skinnier again, too. Skinnier fish. Huh.
And then the second fly I think I want to feature this week is a fly I call the Mini Herzog. And the Mini Herzog is more or less my own invention. It is a variation on a jig that the famous trout fisherman Bill Herzog ties. He ties an 1/8 ounce jig out of, well, several different components. I have stolen most of his pattern and tried to bring it down to a smaller size. So this is a small sculpin imitation. And I will, at a later date, I will take you through the tie on this. I want to modify this fly a little more. At the moment, I'm tying it on a number 10 jig hook with a 3.5 millimeter Stones olive drab bead. And I want to downsize that to probably a 10 or a 12 and go to a 3.0 millimeter bead. I think it will fish a little better, but this is a definite tail. I took this fish out, this fly out when I first tied it, and I was fishing it under a larger indicator because I thought I would need that to keep it afloat in the water. Turns out that the standard 1/2 inch indicator will float it. I found that out today, as a matter of fact. But at any rate, the first time I had it out, I fished it for a solid hour and I couldn't get a smell. The fish didn't even touch it under that bigger indicator. Now, I don't know if the fish were not in the mood that day or if that indicator actually threw them off the bite, but the bite today was slow enough that eventually I worked myself back around to trying this Mini Herzog again, and I had been catching maybe one fish every 6 or 7 passes, and then once you caught a fish on a fly, you better change to something else. That's the way it was going. I got to the Mini Herzog today, and I caught about 5 fish in a row, just almost cast after cast. So today, for whatever reason, they liked the mini Herzog. And so anyway, I'm encouraged to keep playing with this pattern. When I get around to tying it in the size 10 or 12, I think it'll be a size 10 jig hook. At any rate, I will walk you through the tie on the mini Herzog at that point.
Take me to the river, drown me in the water. Take me to the river, hey, drown me in the water.
The Herzog. The mini Herzog scores a fish. What kind of fish? Out of curiosity. Not a very big fish, but that was not a terrible fish though. A rainbow. Oh yeah. Herzog scores another one. This one. Man, I'm trying really hard to lose this fish. That's not a bad fish. Heavy fish anyway. Heavy fish. Fat fish. Good. Oh, hey, hey, slow down there, buddy. Yeah. There we go. Mini Herzog scores again. Nice fat fish. Look at that. Yeah, you're 13-ish. 13 and a half. Off you go. Oh yeah. Mini Herzog. The mini Herzog. The mini Herzog. Nice rainbow. Nice rainbow. Oh yeah, that's a fat fish. Fat fish. Another fat fish. Oh yeah, look at you. Look at there, huh? Herzog. Yeah, look at that. That's a fatty boy. Holy moly. I'm gonna give you a full 15. How's that sound? Yeah. Fatty though.
Now here's the best fish this week.
That's a little better fish. Ho, 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 ho now. Let's get a little measurement on you. Hold on. Get a little measurement on you. You're a nice fish. You're a nice fish. You are 15 inches. Let's let you go. So, flies that we caught fish on this week are the Ravishing Ruby, the Razorback, Brooks Copper, the Red-Eyed Johnny and the Original Johnny, the Shrimp, and the Mini Herzog. Ooh, bald eagle. Look at that. You see that? I hope you got that. I hope we got that on film. There he is, boy. Here he comes again. Coming right